strike while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 blower, yeah, I'm fresh out the shop. Let's talk bowling. I'm an expert on the lane. Yeah, smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game. And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers, you going live with Bowtie.
Yo, man. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys had a thankful Thursday. Man, turn the fan off on me. Dude, I hope everyone is staying safe. Turn the light off and turn the fan off. And man, times is rough. Times are rough. Lower. And man, please just take care of yourself and your family, your loved ones. But first of all, you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. We cannot preach to put your mask on when you walking around with no mask. When they walking around without washing their hands. We see it all the time, man. Please, let's get out of this. I ask you guys, let's get out of this. Especially California, man. Shit, because I'm tired of having to get on this damn airplane, travel to all these dang tournaments, and I can't bowl nothing right here in my backyard. It's very, 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 very short leash out here, man. But hey, it's not about me. Tonight, man, I got my guest, Mr. G-Man himself from St. Louis. What it do? You know what I'm saying? But like I say, hey, if you guys got any questions for my man, shoot it. Put them on up there. Because you know why? We're going to bring him to the screen. He going to sit down in that hot seat, and we about to light his ass up. What up, G? How you feeling, brother?
St. Louis, what it do? I got to use that one.
Hey,
right
man.
off the top. I'm ready for that. St. Louis, what it do?
What it do, baby? How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good. No real complaints. Hey, what you just said, man, keep it real. Keep it 100. That's what we do on this show because I watch the show. That's what we do on the show.
All day long.
Take care of yourself. Everybody wants to get back to bowling, but we got to be safe. We got to be healthy, and we got to be smart about the choices we make while we're doing it. So if it's not safe, wait until it is.
Man,
until then, I know everybody wants to get back into it, myself included. So I'm like you. I bowl what I can, but then it's kind of the opposite for me. Everything that I've been going out of town for has pretty much been canceled because those are kind of like the melting pot tournaments.
Yeah.
And everybody just wants everybody else to stay safe and healthy. So when we hit that reset button, everybody that's been coming to the tournaments will still be here and still be healthy and will be able to come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, bro.
Yes,
man, I'd like to, first off, I just want to say I appreciate you taking the time out your busy day to come on and talk to your boy. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me. Hey, I figured I'm somebody. Once I done made it to Bowtie's show, I'm somebody.
Hey,
because I've seen the best of the best. I've seen the highest of the pros, PBA titles, all the way down to all of my good people in all of the different regions in TNBA that I can't wait to get back to congregating and fellowshipping with. So, you know, it's like, hey, I feel like I have arrived. I'm in the club now.
Hey, man, I just like it's the man. All I can do is thank the man above for giving me this platform to provide for my people, my family and friends that come on and support me, man. That's honestly, without him, dude, none of this would be possible.
You thinking the right one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got that part right. Yeah, and don't stop.
Not at all. As long as I got him in my corner, man, I honestly believe that, man, anything is possible, brother.
I feel the same way. The same way. Control what you can. He'll take care of the rest.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.
Man, so we're going to start off like, guys, like I said, man, see, it's this guy right here. This guy right here is the reason why I count my blessings. That guy right here.
That's one of the best brothers that you will ever know in your entire life. What's up, Ron? How you doing, man?
Man.
Tried, tested, and true 100% class act. That's a good brother right there.
Dude, good is an understatement, bro.
Hey, I heard him get called out a few times as far as what's his next move in terms of administration. So I think that he would make a great candidate, but he's gonna be great at whatever he does because he just got the right attitude about everything.
Absolutely.
He's the type of person that I try to pattern myself after. I'm like, I hope that I'm that even, that even-headed and cool and calm and knows just how to handle no matter what situation I'm in. That's the type of person that sets the standard for me. So good to see that Ron is already out here.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to be like you, got a red cup. Of course, I can't bling like you do, but at least I got a red one.
You got a red cup. I appreciate that. Dude, I'll tell you, this cup right here, it travels. Any tournament I go to, it's there. They were like, man, that's a nice
table right behind your lanes, huh?
Hey, all the time, brother.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Seriously, bro. But no, man, we're gonna start off. Well, I'm gonna start off like, hey guys, hit that share button. Start a what do you ever call that on YouTube? Not YouTube, Facebook. Facebook watch something. What's that?
Live, yeah, live, Facebook Live.
Yeah, hey, hit it up, man. We want my boy G to be out there. We want we want people to hear his story because hey, we all got here somehow, some way. But how we got here is the most intriguing part.
Spread the word.
Yeah. Hey, man, where are you born and raised, brother?
Native St. Louisan. Born and raised, haven't lived anywhere else. This is my spot. Grew up in a city. Just kept trying to stay upwardly mobile, keep my nose clean, stay out of trouble, stay focused. And still in the metro St. Louis area. Had to leave the city behind, but I'm not far from the city. That's right,
man.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't
connection all here.
You don't want to leave. It's like, man, I know you like, dude. I want to go.
Like I just said, friends, family, connections all here. I recognize and understand that the city ain't been the kindest to everybody, but it's been pretty good to me. So, and then we get the humidity, the heat and humidity. We get the summers, we get the winters, we get all 4 seasons. And that's not the greatest, but in terms of cost of living, I think I'm in the right place. Especially knowing that what I do for a living, my contract is national. So if I was out there by you, I might have to be under a viaduct or something in a cardboard box. So y'all living large out there. I don't know if I can hang out there in Cali.
Hey, no, we ain't living large, brother. That's for sure. I might
get more California sky than I want.
Hey, like I said, I told you, hey, we pay for this weather. We cannot, like I said, it may not be 100 degrees, but when we out here, man, we 75, 80, and that's, man, we probably get, I say, out of the 12 months, we probably don't even give 2 months of rain. Maybe not even a month of rain.
Don't say that.
I'm dead serious.
We just got a month of rain in the last 6 hours. Flash flood warnings all over the place, man. Going all the way to like 1:45 tonight, man. It's been raining. It's been raining pretty steadily for like the last 48 hours here.
Okay, well, make sure you keep that on that side of town, brother.
Hard rain. I bet you won't. I know that's right. Bright blue sky somewhere. Look up, see mountains. Like you say, see snow caps. You can see it all. You get it all in Cali. Look this way. You got big blue ocean.
Dang.
All the pretty girls.
Man. Look, hold on. Hey, do you have any siblings? Any other siblings? You the only one?
I have 3 older sisters. I'm the youngest and I'm the only boy. And
do they bowl?
Somebody says it. No, I'm not spoiled.
Dang it. Hey, do they bowl or you got all the bowling genes?
All of my sisters bowl. I got all of the scratch bowling genes. They got the handicap bowling genes. My youngest sister still bowls league on a Monday night. I don't think my oldest sister bowls. I'm not sure if my middle sister still bowls or not. They might all bowl for fun and recreation.
Yeah.
But, I'm definitely the one in the family that got the lion's share of the talent when it comes to the sport of bowling. Both my parents bowled and still, hey, and I can hook it better here than I can in South Carolina. But yeah, I actually use that tough. They called it polythene because the cover was a mixture of polyester and urethane. And that was what I threw in the mixed doubles house the whole time I was there. And I threw it pretty good. I threw it in the team house too. As a matter of fact, that's when I saw Ron in the team house, and that's where I was throwing it. Okay. Yeah, man. My game is kind of catered towards the tamer stuff.
Are you a righty or a lefty?
I'm a lefty. I know. So
okay,
I know you hate on lefties, but
I do, and this show is about to end right now.
It's a no hate zone. No hate zone, brother. No hate zone. That's what we just got done saying. But man, they're tough. Hey, tell them no, Val. There we go. Bragging? Well, now getting all 4 seasons is bragging if you actually love all 4 seasons. But I done got my taste of Southern California. I'd trade all 4 seasons for an early fall all year round in a heartbeat. So if I can stay here and get it.
Hey, look, there she go right here. I knew she was coming. God dog it, I knew she was coming.
Hey, what's up, Gail? West Coast Cooling. Good people. She out there, man.
She get on my nerves. I swear.
Hey, it's a no-hate zone. It's a no-hate zone. I'm a lefty. But like I was saying, you know, I got heavy axis tilt, heavy axis rotation, but I don't have a lot of speed. Speed tops out around 15 and a half, 16 miles an hour. So I need something that can get down the lane. So a lot of things that, you know, a lot of type bowling balls that people will use as like the spare ball or something when the heads are completely fried or the lane is completely gone. I can find a groove on a lot of the softer patterns with something like that. And yeah, sometimes I catch it and I can strike as the day is long.
There we go.
People, you know, it's funny that people actually see it as amazing. And I'm like, you know, it's just me being me. And, you know, I come from the era where like the tough, that was the only type of ball that you had, you know, back in those days when I was late teens, early 20s. That's the era that we come from. So I never really learned how not to grip it and rip it, for lack of a better phrase, you know. So I'm still throwing that type of stuff because that's the type of stuff that'll get down the lane and still hold that line the way I need it to.
All right. Hey, how was your childhood growing up?
Fun. You know, my sisters made me, I think having sisters made me tougher than having brothers would, because they used to toss me around like a rag doll. One day I'd be the rag doll, the next day I'd be the boomerang. It just felt like whatever, you know, I'd be the baseball bat, and whoever had the ball, my head is what hit the baseball. So that was, they toughened me up, brother. Yeah, childhood was good. We didn't really have a whole lot, humble beginnings, but both my dad and my mom bowled. And, you know, I was a young pup. I wasn't the one running all over the bowling alley because I didn't have that type of mother. But I used to love being in the bowling alley, you know. Yeah. You know, old school mom, you know, find a chair, put your behind in the chair.
Put your behind in it.
If you remove your behind from the chair, and I have not informed you that it's okay to remove your behind from the chair, we gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you got that old school mom, or you are that old school mom, because there's probably a bunch of them out there, you already know you don't want them type of problems. So, you know, that was another fun element of childhood. I knew how to bowl. My mother bowled on Friday night, and I knew how to mimic everybody that she bowled with. So the next day, my sister be like, "Hey, bowl like Miss Pam," and I knew Miss Pam's style. She was left-handed. Still love Miss Pam. Bowl like Miss Doris. I bowl like Miss Doris. So, you know, childhood was good coming up, and I was the young scrapper in the bowling alley that couldn't wait to get my chance.
There you go. Hey, Kenny Saxton lived down here. He said, "What was your greatest accomplishment in your bowling career?"
What's up, Kenny? Greatest accomplishment in my career, I'd probably say winning the Southern Rodman the first time. You know, it's just something about the TNBA tournaments that always made me, you know, get to the top of my game, and just that field, it always felt like the Sharks, you know, for who I actually got a chance to bowl with and compete against. So I've won it twice since then, but 2004 Southern Rodman Classic, that tournament has a special place in my heart. And I think winning that one and just knowing the type of competition that I had to outdo and outlast for the number of games that I did, that was my biggest accomplishment. You know, some people that I learned from really made my game turn the corner from being able to compete against them around that time. Yeah. And man, it doesn't seem like it's been 16 years ago, but it was. And yeah, I would say that's my biggest bowling accomplishment.
And what would you think, even though that's your biggest one, what would be your most memorable moment?
You know, it's funny because I was thinking about I don't know if you were old enough to remember the Rodman roll-off.
No.
My mom was my biggest cheerleader. And this wasn't in 04, this was in 06. In 04, the Nationals was in Dallas. The Rodman roll-off was something where all 4 champions from every region got together, and you bowled a 2-game qualifying round, and then that determined your seed in the step ladder, and you bowled a step ladder final in order to determine an overall Rodman champion for that season. In 2006, I won the Rodman, and the national convention was in Chicago, and the roll-off was on a Wednesday. And I actually got a chance to take my mother up to Chicago with me so she could watch me compete in that roll-off. Won my first match, lost my second match, so I finished third overall. But just her being able to see me compete in that environment, she saw me compete a couple of other times. But the thing that made that the most memorable, after I got done bowling, this was back when they used to actually print up programs for the entire week of nationals. And they had all of us listed, all of the Rodman champions. And after I got done bowling, I was standing there talking to my mom and reevaluating my game and saying what I should have done differently to keep going. And the lady came up to me and said, "Excuse me, sir, can I have your autograph?" And I was like, "What?" And sure, you can have my autograph. So I took the program and signed it for real nice and neat next to my name. And that just kind of like, that was one of those mind-blowing moments in my bowling career that I'll never forget. That somebody actually asked me for my autograph, and they did it right there while my mom, my mom was like, "You a superstar?" I was standing over, and she looked up at me. "You a superstar, son?" I was like, "I guess I am." So I was in that moment.
Hey, that's what's up.
Vicious, what's going on, my man Sid? Yeah, that's another California transplant. I think he grew to love St. Louis.
Man, no, he didn't love the St. Louis. Ashley reeled him on in there.
He grew to love what's in St. Louis, or grew to love who's in St. Louis. Is probably a better way to put it. But hey, man, they make a great couple. I've been knowing Ashley since she was like that young pup, running around in the bowling alley. All her, family. Yeah. And
now she out there taking names and whooping butts.
And got another one on the way.
Right.
I'm sure it's going to get trained up right, so when they get older, they won't depart.
Oh yeah. Hey, who was your biggest mentor? Oh, hold on. First of all, I like to thank Wanda, because Wanda and John Strugman. It was called Watch Party. That's what it's called.
Watch Party.
Yeah, on Facebook. That's what it was called. So I want to thank them for telling me that, because I couldn't think of the name of it. Who was your biggest mentor? Not bowling. Your biggest mentor growing up.
Biggest mentor growing up. That probably would have to have been my mom. I don't know that I had like a huge mentor. After I got grown, I had a couple of good mentors, and we had a really good core group of older gentlemen that showed us the way, showed us a whole lot about life, not just bowling, but how to navigate your way through life and avoid a bunch of those pitfalls. But growing up, I think my mother was the biggest mentor. I'd probably say that no matter what I had after all the smoke cleared, I'd never consider myself a bigger success than my mom, knowing what she came from and what she went through and how she got to where, she... Oh, thanks, Gail. I'm cool. What did Mo say? I missed what Mo said.
Mo said, "It's an honor to know Godfrey. Been knowing him since 1998 at Billy's tournament. Great bowler, great friend. Always rooting for him."
Hey, Mo Better. Congrats to Mo Better, 2020 senior champ at Reed Hawthorne this year.
Not only 2020 senior champ, he put bills up there while going for the championship.
Exactly. And I've actually done that before in my career. And man, as a matter of fact, that's what I actually did the first year that I won the Rodman, 2004. That championship match, I actually shot Trey to win the tournament. And against a young man out of Atlanta, Georgia by the name of Charles Jordan, a.k.a. Lil Bruh. And boy, I needed every bit of that 300 to hold him off that year, that weekend, boy, because that brother, that was back in the day, man. He led the tournament the whole way. Sunday morning, that was back when Hammer had the Big Blue out. You remember the Big Blue?
I do.
He had a Big Blue Pearl, and the shot was on the ditch, and man, he had that bad boy sparking off the four-board. 279 out the gate, first game Sunday morning, said, "I'll see y'all in the finals." And right there, my game turned the corner, because I was like, that's where I'm going to have to beat him in the finals, because ain't nobody catching him. Pew.
Hey, Gail said he puts on a fundraiser, talking about you, for breast cancer that you never invite her to. But can you explain that?
Yeah, I actually can. It's a Bowl for the Cure tournament, and I don't actually put it on. I'm just one of the tournament. I'm the assistant tournament director in February, and it's to raise money for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. And it's really, everybody comes out as handicapped, has a good time, bowl with your friends. You can bowl all 3 squads if you want to. There is a huge auction that we get donations for. This past year, or this past February, we actually gave away something like what you were telling me you ride, like a mountain bike. We gave away a PlayStation 4, probably about 10 bowling balls. I remember Redemption Pearl was one of them. Storm Phase 3, just tons and tons and tons of stuff that we give away, and it's all for the cause. It's to have a good time, and of course, it's to raise money for a very, very, very noteworthy cause. I lost my mom in 2015 to breast cancer, so that's when it became very, very personal for me. As a matter of fact, I had this jersey that I'm wearing done up in her memory. It's a breast cancer awareness theme that I got from Logo Infusion, and I had them put a couple of her pictures on it for me. So, I kind of took it on hot and heavy. And yes, Gail, you will get an invite.
Hey, Wanda Parker said, can she have your autograph?
Yeah, Wanda don't want my autograph. Team Drizzle.
Oh, look, see, Ron say that's what happens when you're a class act superstar. Can he have your autograph? You see that?
Yeah, I see. All right, now I feel bad for chumping Wanda's face. Now, right, Ron come right behind me.
Hey, Ron,
we bowling our first senior Rodman this year. That's going to depend heavily on the pandemic. I don't think that it's going to come into fruition. I would have been in the senior division this year. I was in the senior division at the Reed Hawthorne.
Right.
And I jumped over to the senior division for the Rodman, and I would have actually been trying to claim my first first TNBA senior title. I got my first senior title. I turned 50 in October of last year. Okay. And I got my first senior title from a local tournament club called Grand Prix in February of this year. So let's work on claiming mixed doubles partner. Yeah. We're going to get you some Storm bowling balls together after a while, but until then, we're going to work on claiming this title when we can get back on the lanes together.
Yeah. Hey, are you living that married life? You living that single life? What we in?
Divorced.
Any kids?
Married for 5 years, and I don't know if I'm the marrying type. I thought I was. I know that sounds bad. But when I got married, I thought I was the marrying type. But then after it started to kind of come unravel, I did kind of learn that, I value my peace over everything. And I am in a whole lot of instances a my way or the highway type of guy. But I always think it's for the good. I just think it's for, in the name of keeping the ship afloat and on course, and those are the things that I'm kind of unwavering on. And just, try to be a team player, but if not, or if I don't see certain things going the way that I think they should go, it's like I don't believe in wasting a whole lot of time in something that's not going where I don't think it should be going or where I think it's going to go. Life is too short. So you gotta, like I say, I learned marriage taught me that I value my peace over everything. So maybe I'm marriage material, but it's got to be with the right person. So
there you go. Any kids?
No kids. No kids for the kid.
All right. Yeah. So, hey, did you after graduating high school, did you go to college?
I went to technical school.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to ITT Tech for computer-aided drafting and design. Started tech school 27 days after I graduated high school, and started in I graduated from tech school May of 1989. I started working in the field January 1989. So I was already in the engineering field before I even graduated from tech school, and it served me well. I worked in the engineering field for 15 years. Okay. And now I've been postal. I'm a letter carrier now for the United States Postal Service, and the day after Labor Day, that'll be 14 years. So I'm telling my age.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah,
you look
man,
good. You look good, brother.
Thank you, sir. I'm working on that too.
Hey, Sid said, tell Godfrey he needs to stop beating up on Mama DeVera.
No, he didn't say stop beating up. He said to
no,
look,
look, it's right there.
No,
stop.
No, don't put the stop in there now. No, we gonna keep it the same way. We gonna keep beating up. I need to keep beating up on Mama DeVera. Not stop, keep. No, but my teammate, staff mate, and she wrote, Miss DeVera Buckley. You know, you talk about one of the tougher than 75% of the men out here. Man, Team Drizzle, Ron know too, man. I don't know how she ended up. Well, I know how she ended up where she ended up. She felt what was the best deal on the table at the time is what she took. So I can't really fault her for that, but I definitely got to give her a hard time for being Team Drizzle because she knows what nothing hits like. What we gonna do with him, Bowtie? I know you global. What you got for him?
Hey, and it's kind of hard to say because Global and Storm, we come out the same plant, bro.
You do. Y'all both out of Utah, so you better not say too much.
I got to stick on Wanda's side, brother.
Yeah, I know. On her side, just this once though. So it's like I'll let you slide this once for as long as you cut Lefty some slack. You know.
Hey, we're gonna be in trouble because I'm never gonna cut lefties any slack.
Speaking of cutting some lefties some slack, you know, Sia was talking about I got to stop beating up on Mama DeVera. As soon as I don't go out there with the intention of beating up on Mama DeVera beat up on me.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm looking at her beat up on, like I say, I'm looking at her beating up on me and probably about 30, better part of 3 decades now. Tough customer has made me that much tougher in my game and being able to, yes, sir, Hammer Nation. Woo-hoo, nothing hits like, yep.
Look at that. Hey, Wanda, you better go get your Storm people because, look, they trying to team up on you over here. Look at them.
Right, Novella, Brands of Brunswick. Tell her what's going on. We can team up on her tonight. Hey, and that Gail know too.
See, she said, Wanda said, y'all better stop.
Hey, this is my one chance. I'm on live with Bowtie. I don't know if I should stop. I might not get another chance to, you know, give it to you the way I'm giving it to you now.
Hey, Ron said you marriage potential, brother. Just gotta believe the right one is out there, cause she is.
All right, that's one to grow on. I can definitely take that as food for thought.
Yeah.
DeVera is a lefty. Hey, and that's another one, bro. That's why I gotta stay on her. I'm telling you, I learned from the best. That's my teammate. That's my staff mate. And you know, I'm trying to get where she is. DeVera is, I think, 4-time Hall of Famer.
Oh wow, okay.
Missouri USBC, St. Charles or St. Louis. I don't know if it's all one and the same, but state and local USBC and state and local. I mean, national and local TNBA.
There you go. Hey, when did your bowling journey begin, and who got you introduced to the game?
Well, my mom, like I said, my mom and dad both bowled, so whenever I got a chance, I would take my little 75 cents back in the day when Arena Bowl was still around. You probably don't remember Bowling for Dollars either. You probably can find some old Bowling for Dollars shows on YouTube, and you might actually see me as a little bitty kid in the audience in 1 or 2 of those shows because they used to tape it on a Friday night, and my mom bowled in Billy U. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Billy?
Yeah.
Another St. Louis native. He's down in Texas now with Wanda. So, you know, he might take her side on the what team you're supposed to be on. But Bill's top-notch act, class act, still keeps his state membership up to date, and he still takes 2 squads to a state tournament and a Springfield.
Okay.
Good dude. But what was I saying? About that was about DeVera, about Hall of Fame. I hope to get there someday soon, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Right. If I beat up on DeVera enough, maybe they'll see me as worthy of being in the Hall of Fame. Because to be the best, you got to beat up on the best, and she's the best.
Oh, man, that's a good one. No, we was talking about when your bowling journey began, but you said, you know,
that's right.
That's what it was.
Bowling journey began with mom and dad. And every chance I got out there and spent my little change to practice. One of the original two-handers back in the day, because we all were when we were super small, because that was the only way that you could actually get the ball down the lane was with two hands. But they learned that I was left-handed, and I was into bowling hot and heavy probably in the juniors, I'd say till I was about 12 or 13, but I'm not a product of what a lot of local people think I'm a product of, and maybe we'll get to that later in the show. Got away from bowling in my teen years, got into roller skating, got into girls, and a couple of brothers. One of my old childhood friends from back in the day by the name of Brian Starks introduced me to a guy by the name of Corey Willis.
Yep.
And we went practicing one day, and this was when I, had kind of gotten away from bowling, but no, I don't mind them when you're striking, but that don't mean you get slack for being team drizzle. But back to my story. Brian introduced me to Corey. Corey was actually in the program that a lot of people think that I'm a product of. What's up, Deanna? Hey, that's my other mixed doubles partner. KC in the building on the other side of the state. I just can't. I was supposed to be at a tournament in KC this past weekend, but it got canceled due to the pandemic, so didn't get a chance to see her. We won a couple of tournaments together, so that's another one.
Okay.
They take Bowling for Dollars in Detroit? Okay. Maybe they had two different shows, or maybe Bowling for Dollars back then was a local show, so a whole bunch of different cities had their own Bowling for Dollars show, because you had a whole lot of local ones then. But Corey was a member, and what you say? That's the wrong way to shake your head. You're supposed to be this way, not this way. But Corey had game back in the day, and man, when the very first time I saw him throw a bowling ball, I was like, I got to get on his level, because this dude right here is good. And
right.
I always knew where the action was, but just the way it played out with my parents, I just never ended up at that center in my early teen years. That's where they bowled, but it wasn't where I bowled.
Right.
Then when it got to my late teen years and I actually got a car, I used to always hang out where the action was. Hung out where the action was, studied all of those good bowlers back in the day, and I would be like, yeah, I'm just building up my nerve, and as soon as I get a chance to get out there, I'm going to be running with the big dogs. And right. Corey, I was probably about 18, 19 when I met him, and then he was how I actually got into the scene at a bowling center called North Oaks back in the day. And that was where all the heavy hitters used to go, man. Those Friday night jackpots, that's some of the most memorable times of them all. And Corey was in a bowling club called the Lion Masters that, as time progressed, I ended up becoming the president of. And we were, top notch. We knew how to lay it down. Southern Rodman, Billy Hardwick's All-Star, Cherokee, Winchester, and now, now I can't even think of the name of the center in Nashville, but we just recently moved to Ira Rodman just recently moved to Nashville. Chick Hearn, you got to explain that one to me.
Hey, Ed, look. We ain't talking about me right now, man.
Hey, see, I got unexpected help. What's up, Ed? You
man
right about now. Ragging on left. Hey, what's up with Vern? If you out there in the live feed, Vern's a good brother too, Just saw him at the Reed Hawthorne in February. Good dude. And another lefty. So, and apparently your doubles partner. So how much ragging you gonna do on lefties, man? Because I know Vernon took you to the promised land once or twice.
Man, we're gonna get off of that question, man. Don't worry about that. Me and Vernon have an understanding.
Holiday doubles, good turn, great tournament. I mean, that is
now, I can agree to that. I'm there every year.
Man, it's like that. It's almost turned into like a PBA stop. You get all of the heaviest of the heavy hitters that come to hit the holiday doubles tournament.
Oh yeah,
good tournament. I think that they got 4 or 5 squads now that run around the weekend of Christmas. Sometime before Christmas, I think is where it lands now. But good tournament.
Yeah, it's the weekend. It's the weekend before Christmas.
Good center, man. Good center. And if George is out there somewhere, tell him to stay away from that upstairs bar. Because he got so toasted this last year, man, he couldn't make it down the steps.
Man. Hey, this guy right here. That guy right there is another good dude.
Mr. Johnson. What's up, Stroker?
Man.
Yeah, man, another Detroit connection, man. I wish I could be as tough as he is. I can be as tough as he is on some days. I want to be as tough as he is every day.
Man. Yeah,
man, that's a bad brother.
That is a bad dude.
What's on the lanes, he is striking. And I just want to be able to say the same thing one day.
Oh. Mo, you need to see if it's a spot because it was sold out long time ago.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, it's really a good tournament, but man, it's like now it's so good and so large and so popular. You got people paying for next year's tournament before they can even finish bowling this year. That's how popular it is, just so they can reserve their spot.
So the way it works, if I bowled the B squad, after I finish bowling B squad, I can pay to reserve my spot for the following tournament. And trust and believe, I've been doing that for the past 2 years now, paying that spot because I know how fast it sells out.
You will mess around and not get in. But I already got a partner. That's my shero that Sid was trying to shame me for beating up on. Unless I don't know though, because Ashley and DeVere were partners.
They were.
Ashley is about to be a blushing mother, and I don't know whether or not bowling's gonna hit her the same way as it did, before she actually, got the bun in the oven. Or it was Sid that got the bun in the oven. I don't know how that works. I ain't got So we got to see how that pans out. If DeVere still wants me,
we're gonna put you on the back burner until he find out. But hey, you need to tell G he need to find out soon so he know what's going on.
Yes, sir. Much love, Stroke. That's another class act. Him and Ryan right there. You start talking about people that you looked up to them in terms of bowling, and looked up to them in terms of just being gentlemen and scholars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's that's one of the things that I love, man. The path that bowling has kept me on is brought a whole lot of really good people in my life, and they teach you how to set the standard if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Bush Jr. Man, remember that sports shot league at Plaza? Oh my God, told me a new one.
Uh-oh.
But I learned a whole lot. Yeah. Floyd, another Brands of Brunswick, so that's somebody else to beat Wanda on the head with. Yeah, Floyd's a good young brother, one of that one generation right behind me, but real good brother and real good bowling. DV8 staff.
All right, well that means Floyd. Hey, Floyd, I got to get you on the show. I'm gonna have to reach out to you, brother.
No doubt, get him on the show. He's got a lot of experience too, man. A lot of experience bowling tournaments, leagues, running the pro shop, done it all. Hey, I keep doing it. It's over here. I'm looking at myself on the screen, but I got to look at it in the right place. Where is one? There we go. Right behind me. What? Get tough. Get what? What?
Hey, so no, we gonna go. Hey, when did you get your first taste of success on the lanes?
First taste of success.
Yeah.
Probably around 1993. There used to be a tournament club here called the Amateur Bowlers Tournament. And back then I was still a handicap bowler working my way up to the scratch level. And I won my first Amateur Bowlers Tournament in summer of 93. And then not too long after that, I shot my first 300 game in November of 1993. So I was 24 years old. By the time I actually shot the 300, I was 24. I was 23 when I won that ABT tournament. And I was starting to get my taste of success. I was starting to come into my own. And I was starting to realize, hey, I can actually hang with these elite bowlers around me, So I'm like, okay, maybe I do have a little bit of talent at this sport. Let's take it, run with it, and see where it goes. So what we worked with 1993, almost 30 years ago. And I got into bowling. I bowled my first adult league in 1989. So I've been doing it on this level now for 31 years. Is that right? Is my math right?
Hey, I don't even know. My mind clicked off a long time ago, brother. No. Let's see. 89. We in 2020. You about
Hey,
right. In 82, I was born. I was born in 82. So 89, I would be 7. And I'm 38. So that's about right.
Yep. 31 years. You
Yeah.
were born in 82.
82. I'm a pup, man. I'm a baby.
You are a pup.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ready for, man.
Hey, G, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you saying that, man. Like I said, I just thank the man above and the platform that he has provided me with. And I thank all my extended family as far as the bowlers coming on and sharing their story, opening it up to the world, man. That's what I appreciate.
You are top notch, Brandon.
I appreciate it.
You are top notch. Like I said, I have arrived. If I'm on Bowtie's show, I have arrived. I'm there.
Yeah, man. Wanda say, do you still have aspirations of owning a center?
You know, that kind of fell through. We did not get the backing that we thought we were going to get, you know. And I think a big part of it was because we could not get the little stretch of land that we wanted to get when we were actually trying to put together a team of people that could actually build a center from scratch, be a part owner. You know, I got a little bit of ins and outs. I used to work as a shift manager as a center in between leaving the engineering field and getting into the service field. Yeah. And so, you know, scratch bowlers. So I kind of got a pretty good idea of what scratch bowlers want. So, but yeah, I used to have aspirations of owning the center, but those aspirations kind of fell through simply because of money problems, development problems. Didn't really, you know, come into fruition. Now, if I won Powerball tomorrow,
no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Tomorrow, I'm actually working on a business. If I win Powerball, the day after I win Powerball, I'm working on a business plan for my center.
Yeah. Hey, wait. I got an issue with that. Why wait to win the Powerball? Have that already on paper, brother.
You're
so
right.
You don't have to wait.
Now you're right about that part. As far as a business center for a business plan for a bowling center, it's no reason why I couldn't do it anyway. But I do kind of have some other things as far as a home-based business and a business plan for that on my plate right now. So
there's no idea that's gonna come to life until you put it down on paper, brher. We all have ideas in our head right here.
I'm ready for them pup ideas. You're a pup, and that's what I need. I need, you know, I need to, you know, sit down and chop it up with you when we get to a tournament together again. You know, hopefully the holiday doubles would jump off because it's like, hey, that's what I need. That inspiration, that push.
You know, you know where I get it from? I get it from that guy named Ron Sims Jr. That's where I get it from, brother.
Hey, and that's a good brother to get it from because, like I say, just got the right attitude about everything. What you waiting for? Get it done. Go ahead and do it.
Hey,
so man. Yeah, you know, right. You're right about that though. It's have the plan ready because you got to have something. You got to be prepared to receive that blessing without a doubt.
Absolutely. Hey, Kenny asks, how many 3s, how many 8s, and what's your highest average ever?
What's up, Kenny? I have that can be that are sanctioned and can be verified. I have 68 300 games and 44 800 series. Damn. And my highest average, I've averaged 239 twice in 2 fall winter seasons.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I'm sitting here, and as we're talking, I'm reading these questions, and I want to do something. I don't know, maybe next week, the week after. Mm-hmm. I want to have a round table discussion with myself, you, Ron Sims, and Gerald Johnson. If you guys are up to that, I want to put a round table discussion with us 4 talking about whatever we could talk about, bowling, life, positive stuff. Because you guys, man, I feel so much positive energy come from you guys.
That's a great thing.
And
I'm just glad to be, you know, I'm just glad for my name to be mentioned in the presence of those 2 guys. And as far as that goes, tell me when we're ready for it. Just tell me whenever you're ready to do that. I would be honored to be a part of something like that. You know, like you say, round table about anything, life, relationships, work, the pandemic, bowling, whatever it is that we need to talk about. Yes, I am on board for that. That's a beautiful thing. I like the way you think.
Even Mo, you welcome too, man. Like I said, dude, I just want to see our positive brothers come together as one, man. Just like if anybody's watching NBA, I love what they're doing. It's not about them playing the game. It is about the message they sending out to the world. Like they don't have their names on the back of their jerseys. They have equality. They have peace. They have say her name. Dude, they are there. Dude, I'm getting chill bumps right now speaking about this, man. And I normally don't preach, man, but this right here is what I do, man. This is what I live for, and I appreciate y'all, man.
Speak on it.
Man.
I noticed that. I love that tribute. I was in Kansas City, even though I didn't get a chance to bowl. I was in Kansas City this past weekend, and I saw that tribute that the WNBA did for Breonna Taylor. And the way they had say her name on the back of their warm-up shirts. That was a beautiful thing. And they all had her name on the jersey as opposed to theirs.
Absolutely.
How many urethanes do I own? Drilled or undrilled? Or all together? Let me see what's in my bag right now. I've got a purple urethane. That's number 2 because it tracked the first one out. I got 2 black hammers, the re-releases. I have a Brunswick U-Motion. I got a Widow urethane. And do I have anything else in my bag that's urethane? Right? Oh, the Deviate Tactic Control. As soon as Brunswick bought EBI and we could throw all 7 brands, I study and I actually do the research on just about any urethane ball out there, whether I could throw it or not. And just as soon as I found out that we could throw all 7 brands, right to the internet, found a couple of them, bowlingball.com, or not bowlingball.com, bowling.com, because it was discontinued back then. Yeah. But I just wanted that ball. I had to have one. And I drilled it up. And my first time throwing it at Concord, shot 300 and 836 with it. So it's still my thing, man. It's like, I love it. And for all the urethane haters, because you probably one of them too, on top of lefties.
I am, dude. I am, brother.
It's here to stay. Get used to it. But like I said, it's something that actually is conducive to my game. Like I said, because I never learned how not to grip it and rip it. So where, like somebody say Stroker, for instance, he knows how to give the ball to the lane and just let the ball do what it was designed to do.
Right.
And with the stronger stuff, like say, for instance, this Redemption Solid right behind me, I haven't learned how to actually do that in terms of stroking it, how to finesse the ball. And then on top of that, around here, we don't see a lot of volume. We don't see a lot of length. So a lot of times I can't get the stronger stuff down the lane. And if I do, it's because I'm throwing it harder. I'm out of my, comfort zone in terms of how hard I like to throw the ball naturally. Right. So I lose consistency. And I'm big on consistency. That's the one thing that I try to tell anybody that's trying to get better at bowling. You got to turn yourself into a robot.
There you go. Hey,
I'm a ball of all time. What's up?
Yeah, Bush again.
The original Blue Hammer, hands down. Hands down, the original Blue Hammer. Back in the day, that was one of the balls that I actually started to become a strong bowler with. And man, that was Now, why you want to go there? Anyway, Floyd.
Wait, and you don't ignore Wanda's question? Are you going to ignore Wanda's question? That's all we need to know.
I'm not going to ignore it completely. I'm just ignoring it in the moment. I'm going to finish my favorite urethane ball, that Blue Hammer, the original Blue Hammer. And a lot of people can attest to this if they were like in my age bracket. You actually had to find which one was yours. That's because everybody in the center had a Blue Hammer. That was the only thing on the ball return. So you picking it up going, no, that's not mine. And you pick up two or three other people's balls before you actually got to yours. Now, Team Drizzle, putting me on the spot for real now. Wanda got her first Storm jacket from me. We used to have a league here called the St. Louis Masters. It was a traveling league. And back then, there were enough centers around town to have it every week was in a different center. And the sponsor for that league for probably about a 4 or 5 year stretch was Storm. And they used to give us really good incentives on the bowling balls and the apparel and the bags.
Yep.
So I think that I got that first jacket that she's talking about for shooting a 300 in the league.
Nah.
But, you know, and I give Wanda a hard time, but yeah, I had a pretty good strong run with Storm back in the day. And before Hammer became TNBA's national sponsor, Storm was. And so, you know, back then I was throwing a lot of Storm equipment back then. The Thunder, the Lightning, the Blue Thunder, that Thunder Road, I had a ton of success. Way back in 1999, I won a GTA for short, but Gateway Tournament Association. That was my biggest purse at one time. First place in that tournament was $5,000. It was a scratch tournament too. And I won that tournament and I was using a Storm Thunder Road. But that jacket that Wanda's talking about, when I no longer could wear it because I actually got it was long before I got the contract, to be honest. That jacket that she's talking about, I would wear that jacket to tournaments. She would see me with it on at the Robin. Give me that jacket. Give me that jacket. Give me that jacket. No. And then one day, I got it dry clean, folded it up real good, put it in a box, wrote Wanda's address on it, sent it to her for Christmas. Because it was just a jacket. She wanted that jacket so badly, and I said, I'm going to surprise her with this jacket. And she called me on the phone, was like, I got my jacket. So I was like, okay, I actually got a chance to brighten up her day. And the way that worked out, now she's Team Storm. Let me stop saying Drizzle. Let me say Storm.
Yeah. Hey, Tyrone Julian. He from down here.
Julian.
Yeah, he from down here.
Balls of all time. Great question. What's up, Tyrone? Top 5 balls of all time. I'll start.
Are they all? Look, before you answer this, are they all your thing?
3 of the 5. Top 5 balls of all time, starting at 5 and working my way up. The original Brunswick Rhino Pro. And I'd say a tie for 5th place because the original was purple. And the release after that was a teal Rhino Pro. And if you actually had a head-to-head matchup, the teal Rhino Pro would probably win as far as who likes which one the best. But I always have a soft spot in my heart for the purple Rhino Pro because that's what I was throwing when I shot my first 300 back in '93.
Okay.
So then number 4, the original Hammer Chalk. I had a lot of success with that. I've shot my first gas mask, man. You know what's in the chalk?
Hey, no, it wasn't I like the black chalk, not the white chalk. I like the black chalk.
Oh, but wasn't the black chalk was an overseas release, wasn't it?
No.
It sure wasn't. As a matter of fact, I remember they had a bunch of the black chalks that would X out, but I like the original. I like that white with the silver streaks in it.
Okay.
Still got it out there? That's what I shot my highest series with. My highest series of all time is 857. That would be my number 4. Now here comes where you start to hate. Number 3. Number 3, the re-release purple urethane. Re-released purple urethane. Number 2, re-released black urethane. Looking at a whole bunch of PBA wins when urethane is the choice of the day for a lot of the pros, and that's what they actually giving them. But then on top of that, I've had a ton of success, and I've seen a lot of other people from juniors all the way up to seniors it's just so versatile. It's an all-around ball. The ones that's got that 680 rev rate can throw it. The ones that only throw it 9 miles an hour because that's all they got the strength for. I've seen a whole lot of people with all different types of games scoring with that ball. And then, like I said, number 1, the original Blue Hammer. That's going to always be the top ball of all time for me. See it has learned. See it has been here long enough now to know. I affectionately deem St. Louis home of all the free hook you can stand. If you can't hook a ball in St. Louis, you can't hook a bowling ball. We don't get a lot of volume, and we definitely don't get a lot of length. Man, you talking about 34, 35, 36 feet. That's long around here. So it's like, that's part of the reason why, you know, I'm itching to get out of town, because out of town is where I actually get to showcase the stronger stuff, because usually I find a lot more volume. But man, around here, it's part of the reason why, you know, have such an affinity for urethane, because it's what I can use around here. And you'll see me looping urethane, you know, depending on what night it is and what bowling alley it is, man, I'm swinging 15 with a urethane ball. So it's like, no, don't have to worry about, you know, creating a hang spot down lane. You know, you want somebody to create a hang spot down lane around here. That'll keep you in the area you want to play for a lot longer.
That's crazy.
We don't get a lot of oil around these parts. As a matter of fact, the tournament that I won, the senior tournament, my first senior tournament, by far and away the oiliest house around here, was throwing a statement hybrid to win that tournament, and I'm looking forward to the redemption hybrid next week, hoping that'll be a graduation of the statement hybrid.
There you go. Hey, Bush Jr. asks, what's your favorite tournament site, including the Southern Rodman?
Including the Southern Rodman, like I got a really nice tournament that I go to in KC, Luna Bowl. I think, you know, Floyd's been there for the KC Open. I like that site. And let's see, as far as the mainstays, Reed Hawthorne just got moved to Louisville, but I actually kind of like the game of Wycliffe, you know? It was overseas. I knew it was something about it.
Hey, my day, don't shoot the messenger. That's my bad. All I know is I bought 1 or 2 in California when it came out here. That's all I knew. And I love the way that ball rolled.
Bowtie, are they X out? Are they X out bowling balls? You know, where the pin's a little bit, you know, the pin's a little bit off as far as, you know, from the CG. Does it have X out written on the ball?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that's the overseas.
Okay.
The overseas, that was the overseas release if it doesn't have X out written on it.
Oh no.
But yeah, you know, man, gas mask, one of the most infamous cores in all of bowling. Black Widow, that's what's inside the chalk. You know, I love it. I like the chalk more than the Rodman, but I love it. Bob Marable is still bowling. And probably in his late 70s now. I'm guessing Bob is like 76, 77 years old. Still just as smooth, you know, stroker. We go back to when the Reed Hawthorne was the Canadian Club singles, and it was at Ambassador Superior Lanes, downtown Cleveland, and you could drop your equipment off at Ambassador Superior and walk to the hotel. Downtown Cleveland, Ohio, back in the day. Bob's still there. He has a Reed Hawthorne title from way back in the day, and like I said, he was one of those older gentlemen that I'm talking about from the bowling alley, the St. Louis bowling scene, that I looked up to, taught me a whole lot about life on top of bowling. Yeah. Yes, sir. Another Hall of Famer.
Nah.
Yes, he was. That is a creation of Mr. Hicklin. You know, he ran off a list of how many different balls he designed when I first met him, and I met him personally, and he said, "Hey, I watched you throw a ball. Can I lay something out for you?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And he laid out an ebonite big one. And when I told him I wanted to hook. What I tell him that for? Man, that sucker hooked off the lane. I had to get back home, and it taught me to bowl, you know, the way you see Jason Couch all the way up against the ball return.
Oh, yeah.
Sliding in front of the right gutter and covering 35 boards. I was like, oh, my God. But, yeah, Hicklin, that's another good guy. Knows his stuff. He's
absolutely
a scientist when it comes to these bowling balls and these cores.
Man.
When I was in computer-aided drafting, I wish I could have actually been like his understudy or somebody that he handed some designs down to. I might have stayed in engineering if I got that break. Man.
Hey, how long have you been with the Hammer brand?
4 years. I've been throwing long before I got the staff contract. I was a Hammer guy, but this is going into my 4th full season of being on staff with Hammer.
Okay.
Enjoying every minute of it, enjoying the ride. I know it could all end tomorrow, but I'm hoping it doesn't. But I'm just taking it for what it is, soaking it in, pushing the product as best I know how, and it's really a good brand for my game. You know, they had a lot of pieces that I just automatically matched up with. It's like they made them for me. So I was glad for the opportunity, and like I say, been with them for a long time.
Yeah.
Upcoming goals for my bowling career.
Yeah.
Wanda P, that's a good question. Your audience is coming with some great questions. I'm liking this a whole lot.
Hey, hey, we around here on the Bowtie show, man, we get good people to come with some great questions, man. It's nice, and it's not always about bowling. It's about everything.
You know, I'm learning that, and that's why I tune in, and I've learned so much just from watching the different people that you've had on. You know, Mark Baker, Robert Smith, President Clark, you know, Ron Show, Sid Show, Wanda Show. Catch a whole lot of them. Novella Show. You know, you learn a whole lot when you sit back and observe, and it makes you, you know, go back in your mental Rolodex in your mind and say, man, we've been through some things. We've learned some things, and you do have some good people. And, you know, I'm fortunate to know all these good people.
But see, what's crazy, like I said, the show is not because we just in the pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic has something to do with it because I wanted to see my bowling people. And you know, I talked to Vern about this before I even started the show. I said, I just want people to come on and tell their story. And when he was like, man, that's a good idea. And as I start reaching out to more and more people, I was like, man, I'm learning stuff about people that I've been knowing for a long time and I may talk to every day, like Vern and Jello. I talk to them dudes every day.
Right.
You know, and they was telling me stuff, and I was in my mind, I was like, damn, dude, I didn't know that. And I talk to you on the phone every day.
It's a great catalyst. It's a great way to bring people together. It's a great way to learn something about people that you didn't know, even though you see them all the time. Upcoming goals for my bowling career. I want to actually win a title in all of the senior divisions. I'd like to win a team title. People keep telling me about my outdated TNBA jackets. I love my outdated TNBA jackets, man. Old school with the collar, that windbreaker satin, and then it's got like the crest that used to show all of the southern region and the outline of all the states, man. I love my old jackets. And they can diss them all they want. But I kind of do need an updated one because that's the way I get my title.
Yeah.
I love those award jackets, man. It's something to shoot for. So I would like to win a team title. I'd like to win a singles title. Be it in the senior division or not, I would like to win an all events title. And I would like to win another mixed doubles title with you, Miss Wanda Parker. So, you know, get your little bag together. Bring your little drizzle lightning bolt on the side of the bag.
Hey man, wait. Right? You can't call her bag little, but you want to win with her, man.
Can I call it light?
Nah, hey, Ron said upcoming goals for life.
Upcoming goals for life. Survive this post office with half my marbles because they try to take them on a daily basis. Attain one more piece of property. I got one piece of property and I'd like to attain one more. Maybe get married again if the right woman shows me that she's the right woman and I feel like the time is right and she ain't gonna disturb my peace. So that would be the short list. Goals for life, stay in shape. You know, I'm truly blessed in the sense that I've had a good DNA and I have a clean bill of health. You know, I got high blood pressure. Besides that, bill of health is mostly clean. I've never spent a single night of my life in a hospital. So, but for the grace of God, I go where that's concerned, you know, because so many people have so many issues and a lot of them are just hereditary, you know, or, you know, some type of disease, some type of virus, some type of bug that they just contracted and don't know where they contracted it from. And, you know, I've just been blessed to not have any of those type of problems. You just got to watch that high blood pressure because it will sneak up on you. But besides that, just maintain my health. Stay in shape as best I can.
There you go.
Mo, how often do I practice? Before the pandemic hit, I would practice at least 3 times a month, maybe more. And then another aspect of the staff contract that I took to another level was what I would do is I have a YouTube channel. So that's something else you might not know about me. GW104 is the name of the channel, and that's where I actually do some ball motion videos for some of this good product that Hammer throws my way. So what I would do is I would actually start videotaping my practice session just to work on my form and whatnot, and that's what gave me the idea. I was like, you know, last week you had Les and Kim Mann on. Yeah. And they used to do the ball motion videos for Hammer's new releases back in the day. Them and Jeremy when he was still on Hammer's staff, Sean Lee out in Colorado. And I told myself, I'm going to do one of those one day. And as soon as I got blessed with the contract, I said, I'm going to start doing videos. So I started videotaping my practice session. And then when I learned how to do a little bit of editing and, you know, how to add music to it and put it all together, I said, hey, this is cool. I'm going to start a channel. And my first ball motion video highlighted the Rodman. And I did a little story about Bill Rodman because, of course, that's one of my heroes. Tournament named after him. First 300 sanctioned TNBA game. One of the first African-American men that bowled at the ABC Nationals. It was ABC back then. So at the time, they actually came out with a bowling ball called the Rodman for TNBA. So it actually made me do a little bit of research to figure out just who is this man that, you know, this tournament is named after, that I get so hyped for, that I try to win every time I get to it. Yeah. And that's what got the ball rolling. So I've done quite a few then. Yeah, you know, I met back, man, and that's seeing you talking about tough. Do you remember the Fresno Championships, or were you too young for that?
Nah, I know about the Fresno Championship.
Man, that was where I first met Sid, and oh my God, man.
There was a lot of this out there.
Yeah, man, oh my God. I don't think I'd ever seen that much money flying around. You know.
Yeah,
Change Wilson from the Midwest, boy. I got my taste of Cali out there. I was like, this is the West Coast. I won, you know, like 1/3 game pot. It's like $1,600 or some madness like that. It's like, and that pretty much took me through the whole weekend in terms of what I had, you know, going out there to spend. Yeah, I was like, man, why didn't I bowl better? I could bowl $5-6 grand. Man, but Sid, that's when I first met Sid, and he was super tough then. Ask Sid about that weekend I met him. He was the one that made $7-8 grand, maybe more than that.
Yeah. Hey, Craig Smith said, did you approach Hammer or did they approach you to become a staffer?
I actually got the Hammer contract through the TNBA, National Bowling Association, and President Clark approached me and asked me would I be interested, and he was the one who fostered the relationship between myself and back then the staff manager. Still there?
Oh yeah, that trash can. I'm like the trash truck driving down the street at 6:10 at night over there making all that noise.
They on that post office schedule. But he actually asked me if I was interested. I didn't know that there was actually a panel that actually looked at bowlers, you know, that they considered, you know, esteemed high elite bowlers that are a part of TNBA and have done, you know, good things in terms of bowling achievements in TNBA. And he asked me, would I be interested in the contract? And I was like, absolutely. And back then, the staff manager was Rob Gotchell. And he, like I said, he fostered that relationship between myself and Hammer, and the ball has been rolling ever since, literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Hey, Wanda said, when will your next book be finished?
That's another great question. I wish I knew. Yeah, I'm a self-published author for anybody who's out there who didn't know that about me. What I like to call it non-fictional fiction. It's a story about a guy that his job is trying to drive him completely crazy, and he's trying hard to not let it happen, but not necessarily succeed. So I wish that I had time to write. I don't have a background in journalism like we just discussed. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to a college or a university. I went to tech school. But that book kind of flowed from me just naturally because, you know, like I said, based on, it's inspired by true events. If you were to actually label the book the way it should be labeled, it's inspired by true events. That's the way that you would label it. So that first book, it was therapeutic, and then at the same time, I said, hey, take some of those negative experiences and all that madness that you've gone through and spin it into something productive. And that's where the idea of the book came from. And man, before the events that the book, you know, is outlining, you know, that inspired the book, before those events, before the case was completely closed on those events, I already had 25% of that book written. So it was, you know, that it was just something that was just, it flowed from me. It was easy to write. Now, I did try to start on a sequel to that book, but I wanted to be good. I thought that my first product was a good product, and I don't want to just put a book out there to say, hey, I wrote another book and support me and read. I want people to enjoy the read the way a whole lot of people have enjoyed that first read. And, you know, while I got that opportunity, thank you to everybody out there. If you actually bought a book from me or you came up to me and say, hey, I read your book, I loved your book. When are you, what Wanda just said, when are you writing another book? When will you be finished with the sequel? Because I did kind of leave the end of it open for a sequel. But if I could just get the right material to be able to weave it together and make a good story like the first one was, and then actually have time to sit down and write it all. Yeah. It will maybe one day come into fruition. Because, man, I was just thinking about this. It's been 7 years since I published that book. Time really gets away from you, man. Time flies. Yeah. I cannot believe it's been that long since I wrote that book. Yeah. Let's see. I just got my hands on a Robin Pearl. That Robin Pearl, something special, boy. I tell you. I got a ball motion video about that, which I definitely like the Pearl more than the Solid. And that's unusual for me because usually pearls are too angular for me. I kind of gravitate towards solids and hybrids. Right. Thank you. And I saw that comment by Ryan that said TNBA's Jackie Robinson without a doubt. Yes. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Good stuff, without a doubt. Hey, all right, we got people in the feed. All right. It ain't just me and you. Oh no, it ain't just me and you. I didn't know how this would turn out. You know, I was a little bit nervous about it. I hope I ain't out here wasting Bowtie's time. Hey, I don't care if it's only me and you, brother. Hey, I'm learning something new all the time. Good. That's the way to be. Keep an open mind. Always learn something. And hey, look, Ron tell you right there, keep a paper and pencil with you so you can write down stuff as it hits you. And when I was writing the first book, not only did I keep pencil and paper, but that was just to record these events. And, you know, as people were adding to them, I'm like, yeah, write that down too. I also kept the notepad app in my phone handy too, because sometimes I'm in a truck and it's easier to just type stuff into my phone than it is to get out a pen and pad and start writing stuff down. The name of my book is Forward Time Expired, and the subtitle is You Don't Have to Be Crazy to Work Here, They'll Train You. And yes, there are some still available. I do still have some, and I can always order some more. Hey, wait. Hey, you can type on there and put a comment. While you talking, type on there the name of your book so people can find it. I can? Yeah. What do I have to hit to type? On the right-hand side or on the bottom, you see where it say like comments or you can chat. There it is. I hit chat and then say comments. No, yeah, hit chat. Wow, okay. All right. Now, how do I see? I'm learning something new. That's why I'm glad I did this. Now, how do I type? Do I hit? Yeah, right. No, not private chat. Just hit chat. So it go on to the screen so everybody can see it. Okay. Chat. So I hit chat and it's not giving me. Oh, you know what? It might not be giving me anywhere to type because I'm not on a desktop or a laptop. I'm on my tablet. Oh, okay. Well, what's the name of that book again? It's called Forward Time Expired. You don't have to be crazy to work here. They'll train you. As a matter of fact, I wish I had one handy. I think I got one out in the car or in the garage maybe so I could hold it up on the screen so people could see it. But yeah, you know, that was the name of my novel, my little novel that I'm proud of. All right. Well, look,
when we finish this show, go back on this feed, forward time expired.
Yep. As a matter of fact, what I might do is I might get on my phone, find the show, and take a picture of it. Screenshot the cover for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Wanda. There it is right there. Forward time expired. It's got a long subtitle.
Yeah, right. I'm about to say, whatever he said after expired, I was already lost. I'm like,
now I got the T-shirt that actually expired the subtitle right here, but I don't know if I should get off camera. Is that okay?
Man, you do. Hey, we not getting paid for this.
No,
FAA, look, FAA not gonna they not gonna get us.
They ain't gonna charge you for no extra studio time.
Bro, go ahead and hey, we do what we want on the Bowtie show, brother.
Hold on 1 second. It's right here.
Hey, Ron, Gerald, Mo, I'm thinking next Thursday. What y'all think? Next Thursday, can we get that round table? Next Thursday. You don't have to be crazy to work here. They'll train you.
That's the subtitle. That's the subtitle of the book right there.
All right.
So
well, look.
If you've ever had the job from hell or the boss from hell, it's a story that you can relate to. And I imagine that's a lot of people out there, you know. So it's one of those type of things where it'll take you on a roller coaster of emotion, and it's supposed to.
Yeah. Hey, so next Thursday, I said, can we do that round table discussion? What y'all think?
Sounds good to me.
Because I know you. Available. Yeah, if you, hey, I'm just letting, hey, I'm putting it out there now. Ron, Gerald, they say they good for Thursday. Mo, if you good for Thursday, hey, this is about to be epic. Bowtie, man, I'm gonna step a little outside the box. We're gonna do something a little different.
Sounds good to me.
Hey,
I'm ready. Right, I'm ready to fellowship with the brothers. This is a beautiful thing that you're doing, man.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, technology, we're living in this age of technology, and we're intelligent and we're advanced and we're creative, and we found a way to all be in the same place without being all in the same place, so that's
absolutely
a beautiful thing. Yep. So keep doing what you're doing, man. You got the juice. I'm trying to get some of it.
No, man, I ain't got no juices, man. I just got blessings, bro. And y'all are clearly part of the blessings that I received.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, seriously. Man. Hey, how do you get yourself out of a mental slump?
Bowling. I mean that literally. something that the old heads taught me a long time ago. You can't sit your way out of a slump. You got to bowl your way out of it. So it's like if I'm in a mental slump, that's when it's time to turn that 3 times a month into 6 times a month, twice a week, on top of bowling my regular leagues, because I bowl 2 leagues. I do a lot of around town and out of town action on the weekends. But then that's when I'll sneak away and I'll get that morning session in if I got a day off during the week. Or if I get off early, 4:30 or so, and still got time to go hit the center. Bowl and get out of a slump. Don't overthink it. Sometimes you got to shrink, the equipment in order to get back to basics, where it's like medium, oily, dry, medium to oily, medium to dry, and don't worry about anything else. But what's up, Keith? Keith found his way into the news feed, man.
Yeah.
How many times a week do I get dusted up by DeVera? Is it fall or summer? If it's the summertime, I might escape it. I might escape that dusting a little bit more often than I do in the fall. But man, if I get DeVera on a Wednesday, by Sunday she done got me back. One of the funny things about my book was a lot of my co-workers, the way they took it is like, guess who's who in the book. So it's like, why don't you use my name? It's like, because I can't use my name. It's a legality thing, but you know who you are. So just go ahead and enjoy the read. And then for a while, everybody at work was calling each other by the name in the book instead of their own name. Stroker wants a copy. All right, Stroker, I'll hit you in your inbox on Messenger.
Hey, anybody that wants a copy of my boy's book, hit him up. He said he had a couple of copies. Hit him up in his inbox and let him know that you're interested.
Right. And you know, it's by demand. So as long as I know that people still want them, I will still get them and get them to you. I'll let you know what I need. The cost is $12 plus shipping. If you're local, of course, shipping doesn't apply. But it's never been any more than $16, including shipping, for a book. All right, Stroker needs a copy. Mo Better needs a copy. All right, I'm keeping track.
Uh-oh.
You don't like firebombs?
What's firebombs?
Oh, a firebomb is Fireball, whiskey, and Red Bull.
Negative.
Man, when the holiday doubles, I'm buying you a firebomb. We doing firebombs Friday night when you come for the holiday double.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The one person that gets me to drink that crap is Jacob. Jacob always tell me, Jacob Butcher, come on, Brendan, we about to go drink these firebombs. I'm like, dude, why?
Jacob is a character.
Man, Jacob, hey, every time I see him, it's like firebombs on sight.
Man, I met him last year at a tournament called the Firecracker Open in Shrewsbury that they have on the 4th of July here in St. Louis. And man, You're talking about a table. You couldn't even see the table. They had so many cups from doing firebombs on the table. You couldn't even see the surface of the table. That's crazy. Ron needs one too. So I got Stroker, I got Mo,
hey,
I got
you already know the boat. Hey, the 4 guys you aren't gonna be on the conference call with next Thursday. We all need one.
Need a book. So you need one too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm on it.
Okay. Man, hey, who did you look up to growing up as a bowler? Professionally. What professional bowlers did you look up to?
Oh man, taking me back, man. Saturday afternoon, the Pro Bowlers tour. Chris Schenkel and Nelson Burton Jr. on commentary. I guess we'd be the new era Chris Schenkel and Nelson Burton. But man, Mark Roth.
Yep.
Marshall Holman, Earl of Pearl, Earl Anthony, most definitely. And then like a sleeper that a whole lot of people probably wouldn't think about initially would be Steve Cook. Steve Cook was a lefty. I'm not sure exactly where he was from. I think he was out of Florida, but I could be wrong about that. But he's 6'8". And I'm 6'6", so of course I'm going for the tall lefty in terms of being my inspiration. So Steve Cook, he was super smooth, man. When the shot was on the left gutter, he could come off that left gutter sometimes smoother than Earl of Pearl. But of course, Earl of Pearl, Pete Weber, PDW, he might be in the news feed somewhere. He's still an inspiration. David Ozio, he was another one that I liked in terms of smoothness. I used to like Mark Roth and Bob Hanley because they were the crankers. Then a little bit later on down the road, you know, George Branham, somebody to look up to for a couple of different reasons. And that professional bowlers tour on Saturday afternoon, that was like the highlight of my week, man. I couldn't wait to get home from Junior League on Saturday to make sure that I didn't miss the Pro Bowlers tour.
Right.
So that era, when you start talking about the Holman Roth era, those guys in there, like I said, Earl Anthony, Mike Albee, Johnny Petraglia, Parker Bone, those are the lefties, but I was inspired, you know, Amleto Monticelli, like Randy Peterson, those, I liked them all. I learned something from all of them. And they were the ones. If you can get George Branham on the show, that would probably be one of your most interesting guests to date, man. Because he's from California, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, George is on my list. I'm gonna reach out to him. If y'all reach out to him, if y'all know him personally, shoot him a message and say, hey, you got a APB out on you by Mr. Bowtie himself. He's looking for you. He wants you to come on his show. Y'all go ahead and let him know that Mr. Bowtie is looking for him.
And I would definitely tune into that. When I tune into all of them, even if I don't get a chance to tune into them live, man, I'm all up in your video category, man, your catalog. Podcast, I got like a little Bluetooth speaker that I keep in my mail truck. And sometimes instead of music, I'll just listen to one of your shows, man, while I'm out there doing my mail, doing my delivery.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. It means a lot, brother.
Like I say, I've learned a lot, man. It's a good show. It's a good show. It feels like this was tailor-made for me. I'm like, man, we got our own show. We got to support this brother.
Yeah.
For real.
Blessings, brother. I'm telling you. Blessings,
yes,
brother.
Sir.
I love it.
Without a doubt.
Hey guys, like I said, if y'all missed out or you tuned in late, Tuesday I need to get somebody for the show. First of all, Wednesday I'm off, and now Thursday we have something special. We're gonna have a round table discussion. Mr. Bowtie himself. We have Godfrey coming on. We got Ron Sims coming on. We got Mo Better, Maurice coming on, and we got Stroker coming on. Round table discussion next Thursday, guys. This is something new I just threw out there as I was sitting here talking to G. And man, it's gonna be a great show.
Hey, and tell them to gather the youngsters up and bring them around the television, the smart TV, or however they tune into this show.
Yeah.
Desktop, laptop, tablet, phone. Hey, maybe we can actually, one of the long-standing questions as far as TNBA is concerned is how do we get the young people involved? I think that you're actually giving them a blueprint on how to get the young people involved. From watching President Clark's show, I learned that you don't have to be an officer in a Senate to actually be a delegate. That's something that I did not know. I thought that you had to hold an office in a Senate to be a delegate for the national convention. With this pandemic teaching us all that sometimes you gotta be ready to bob and weave on a moment's notice, and you can't always do things the way you wanted to do them because health concerns won't let you get together the way you would like to. I think that a good idea would be to write into the Constitution the idea of some virtual delegates, and make those virtual delegates somewhere in the 18 to 24 age range, Get them involved. Just get them sitting, this is what these young people do, man. They know how to tap into anything around the world. As far as
absolutely
watching stuff live streaming, the news feed, going live, Facebook. I'm not really big on a whole lot of social media. It's pretty much Facebook and YouTube for me. But these youngsters, and then, this pandemic has taught all of us to be a little bit more savvy, technically wise, in order to be able to contact your family, see somebody as opposed to just talking to them, which I feel is a whole lot better too. So, hey, man, maybe you could be working the switchboard for the virtual delegates at the next convention.
Hey, all I know, look, hey, I'll tell you this right here. A lot of people, you guys may not know, but I created a YouTube channel called Going Live with Bowtie. For the people that do not have Facebook, you can still tune into the show.
Why? See, that's what I'm talking about. See, you have a channel. I got to subscribe to you tonight, brother.
Yes, Going Live with Bowtie is my YouTube channel for anyone that does not have Facebook. So there's no reason why we cannot get our youngsters. Like I said, I'm young, but our younger generation in this sport not to tune in because everybody has YouTube. YouTube is part of the World Wide Web.
Man,
there's no reason why.
When I got my first smart TV, all I had to do was click two buttons. Click on the button for the smart channels, and the first one that popped up was YouTube. Then all I had to do was connect my YouTube account to the TV, and it's like I can do anything on my television in YouTube that I could do on my tablet, on my phone, on my desktop.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw Keith's I saw Keith's question.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, where did I bowl juniors? Yeah. I actually bowled juniors at Northland. The big junior program in St. Louis was Harry's Hippies. And that was one of the things that I was saying. A lot of people from St. Louis would probably be surprised to know I'm not a product of the Harry's Hippies junior polling program. But like I said, as soon as I turned 16 and I got my first car and I was able to go hang out around the Harry's Hippies junior polling program, brother, I was there. Because I knew that was where the heavy hitters were. And if I wanted to be a heavy hitter, I had to take my cues from the heavy hitters.
Absolutely.
So, props to all those young brothers and props to all the coaches and the parents back in the days that used to keep us on the right road.
Hey, Jalen Mosley, if he's not listening, I am going to reach out to him. I have talked to Jalen before. We will get Jalen on the show. I am a firm believer that our youth really needs to be involved. And the only way to continue to get our sport to grow is by keeping our youth involved. And if our youth don't stay involved, the sport is going to go downhill.
Absolutely. And we got to come up with creative ways to actually get them involved. Let them know what's going on. And, you know, now, like I say, because of the pandemic, there are going to be some instances where you can't all be in the same place, but you still have to get some things done. So I think that what we're doing right now, you are handing organizations a great blueprint on how to get young people involved, because everybody pretty much already has the equipment, so it doesn't really cost us anything. You just got to get the young person sitting in the chair that I'm sitting in right now, so they can figure out, you know, hey, this is kind of cool. You know, the one that might be able to take the next step, the one that might have some aspirations to own the center the way I did, but they actually got that youth in front of them. And, you know, they know how to spin some wheels a little bit better than me and can make it happen. And, hey, something like this can be the springboard for a brand new center that one of these youths own and operate, and that we all bowling in someday.
Hey, Mo, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, dude, it's just the blessings from the man above, brother. That's all I can tell you.
I second that. I second what Mo just said, man. This is an awesome show. It really is. Learn a whole lot. And you feel like the people that are on the show are right there in your living room, and that's all you're doing. You're just having like a round table chat. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Curtis Odom, that was another one.
Yeah. Man. Keith said, did you bowl in the CRJT or the SRJT?
Nope, did not. Southern Regional Junior Tournament. And by the time I actually got into TNBA, by that time, I was already an adult. So I didn't do a whole lot of competitive bowling as a junior. I was pretty much local as a junior. Then I started honing my skill set when I was in my late teens, and in early 20s is when I really started to jump into the tournament scene, get my feet wet. And like I said, around 93, that was when I learned I had, you know, some true talent for the sport. Not only some true talent for the sport, but a true passion for the sport. I was competitive like that. I wanted to win. So wanting to win is always the driving force behind us bowling. So, you know, that's what gets us where we need to go in terms of, you know, winning. And it leads to all of these different connections and relationships that we have now. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. You know, getting to know you. This, you know, this platform is how I actually got to know you. Wanda introduced me to you, I think, at the Reed the last year that it was at the game of Wycliffe. And
probably so.
Yeah, I think we were getting ready to bowl the mixed double sweep on Friday night, and she introduced me to you. She introduced me to a lot of the California people at that time.
Because it was probably me, Vern, Jello.
Vern.
Yep.
So, yeah, you were part of that crowd.
Yeah. Those are my boys right there, man.
Yes, sir.
And look, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I might even call my boy that I coach basketball with. He does a lot for the community, to have him come on and join the show. Ron know who I'm talking about, because we had a Ron, matter of fact, came into our Zoom meeting when we talked about what was going on in the world as far as being a young African-American, and what we had all our basketball kids come on and kind of share their insight. So I'm gonna ask him and see if he want to come on too, man. I'm telling you, dude, I'm trying to do something a little different, brother. I'm stepping outside the box.
That would be different, and it would be great. It really would. Like I said, I'm honored to actually be invited to something like that. That sounds like a beautiful thing, and I'd really enjoy that. I would. And I think your audience would too.
All right. Man, dude, hey, I'm going to let you go, brother. And I'm looking forward to next Thursday. Like I said, Tuesday, I'm looking for somebody. I'm going to look through my little list. I'm going to shoot some names. If y'all want to see somebody, shoot me a name. I'm reaching out. Next Tuesday, I need somebody. But like I said, I'm going to go through my list, and I'm going to hit somebody up and see who want to come on and share their story. But next Thursday, tune in, guys. Don't miss this opportunity of something great.
Tune in. That is going to be great. That's going to be a great thing. Round table discussion.
Dude, I'm super stoked. I am.
That's a good thing to be.
G-Money,
for a whole week.
I appreciate you coming on, telling your story, brother.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on, man. This was a great experience. Like I say, I watch your shows all the time. If not live, I catch up to them when I can. So, glad to actually be able to tell my story. Anything that, hopefully it was a little bit educational, kind of fun for everybody that was watching, tuning in. Enjoyed all the comments, enjoyed all the questions. I had a great time. So, man, thanks for having me on. It was just a blessing to be a part of your forum.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I am gonna Hey, Ron, I am gonna reach out to Jalen right now. I'm gonna send him an inbox and see what he's doing on Tuesday. I love to get Jalen on here, man. As one of our young and upcoming superstars, he is something special.
Hey, maybe that's your guest for this coming Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him and see what he say for sure.
All right.
Hey, cool. G Money. Hey, thank you, brother. And hey, I see you guys next Thursday, brother.
Next Thursday.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one, bro.
You too.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Later. Guys, dude, that was great show. Man, next Thursday. Like I said, if you guys missed my announcement, myself, Godfrey, Ron Sims, Maurice Moore, and my boy Gerald Johnson, we will all have a round table. Man, it is going to be something special. And like I said, I'm gonna try to have one more guest, man, and we just gonna go on here, man. And like I said, it's not just about bowling. This is about life. This is about the positivity, the just everything, man. Especially Ron Sims. He's always shooting me a text and say, "Stay focused, man." That dude, and like he has no idea what that does for me. It means a lot. It really does, man. So next Thursday, fellas, hey, I'm glad I'm surrounding myself with some very positive men in my life, and I'm really looking forward to this show. But Jalen Mosley, I'm about to hit you up next Tuesday. I'm trying to get you on the show. So I'm sending you a message right now, guys. And man, thank you for everybody that tuned in. I truly appreciate you guys. It means a lot. It means a lot, man. Thanks, Craig.
I got a strike while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 glory, yeah, I'm fresh out the shop. Let's talk bowling. I'm an expert on the lane. Yeah, smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game. And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers. You going live with Bowtie.
Man. Hey, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Just thank you for the support, man. It means a lot to me, myself, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the man above blessing me with the opportunity with this platform. You guys mean a lot. Take care of yourself first. Take care of yourself first before you can take care of anyone else. That's the only way we're gonna get better. I'm telling you, these numbers they either here or they're here. They're not going down. So let's do our part. Let's do our part, man. So like I said, next Tuesday, I'm about to reach out to my boy Jalen, and hopefully is the epic one. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. All right. Love you guys, man. As always, love your loved ones. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Tell them have a great day. Tomorrow is Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend and be safe, man. Love you guys. Bowtie out. Peace.